Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Matt the Movie Guy. This is my significant other Henry. I review movies. That is what this is. So welcome to my first episode. It is Valentine's Day, so we did something. We went to go see a movie we were both really excited for. We've been looking forward to it for a long time, right?
Yes.
Really long time. Really long time. Very, very edgy, very adult, very not what you normally see in theaters these days. And it also has some pretty hot British men, too. I am, of course, talking about Kingsman, the Secret Service. Wow. Wow. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
Oh, I don't know, where do you want to start on this?
Well, let's talk about the overall movie in general.
Okay, so it is about a independent spy agency called the Kingsman. And they work outside of, like, political standing or bureaucracy, and basically, you know, save the world. Save the world from a very interesting performance by Mr. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes, he actually worked pretty well as a villain.
And he was nothing like what he normally is.
No, he would. You could definitely tell that he was having fun with his role.
Like, he was dressed down, and if you've seen the trailers, you've heard the lisp, and he does that throughout. It's like it's like they put Nick Fury and I'm trying to think of, like, can you think of, like, it's like they put Nick Fury and I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg?
Well, it's more like they put the king from King's Speech in with Mace Windu and Luke Skywalker. Speaking of which, Mark Hamill is in this movie.
Mark Hamill is fucking amazing in this movie. I don't want to ruin how he gives his performance, but oh my god, I couldn't stop smiling. You're gonna recognize the voice he's using. Let me just put it that way. You are definitely going to recognize the voice he's using, and it is just fantastic. He was definitely very welcome in the movie. It's ironic though that no, not ironic. I'm not Alanis Morissette, so I forget what the word is. I know it's not ironic, but you mentioned the king in the King's Speech, and of course Colin Firth is in it.
Yeah.
And god damn, Colin Firth, you never stop being sexy. You never stop being sexy. I don't know how you do it, but it just gets better with age, man. Kudos. Absolute kudos. You were fantastic. Colin Firth was fantastic.
He was a badass in this one.
Well, he was a super badass. Like, very James Bond. Very 60s James Bond. The whole movie is very, like, 60s James Bond. Even references the fact that it's, like, 60s, 70s James Bond. It's really cool, actually. I haven't seen that many of, like, the Sean Connery, George Lazenby, Roger Moore era Bond. Unfortunately, I'm a filthy casual when it comes to Bond. I mostly know him through Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig, but there's still this overwhelming sense of fun that you can tell what they're doing with, like, dramatic dramatic exotic locales, lots of gadgetry. It very much knows what it's trying to be, and I mean, you could argue it's kind of a parody of it, not like super funny ha-ha parody, but like winking nod, kind of like I saw on Rotten Tomatoes somebody like said Shaun of the Dead. I think that's a pretty accurate description.
Yeah, think Shaun of the Dead, except with a lot better fight choreography and...
Except with Bond movies.
Yeah, and lots of guns. And gadgetry.
Lots of violence! Holy shit. It's like, the director, Matthew Vaughn, best known, well, most popularly known for X-Men First Class, but this is more like his other movies that have become kind of like cult followings, like Kick-Ass. This is very much like a successor to Kick-Ass, except much more proper. And that's the last I'm going to do with that, I promise. It's very violent. It is incredibly violent, but it's very creatively violent. I did feel that this was something that kind of hurt the movie, though, because it has this idea that, like, the violence is very, very creative. There is a lot of very straightforward violence, but there is also a lot of very creative violence. And I mean, you expect that from the guy who shot his bad guy out of a skyscraper with a bazooka in Kick-Ass. So you get that you're going to get that kind of very creative, very out there violence. But this one almost felt like it was trying to have its cake and eat it too. There's, like, at the climax of the movie, there's a lot of violence going on, and a lot of it is very fun to watch, and a lot of it is very, like, it's perversely fun to watch. Like, you realize that there are a bunch of people trying to kill each other, and it's really fun to watch just because of the scale of it. It's like the biggest bar fight in the universe. But then they have these cuts to this mother trying to murder her daughter, her infant daughter, and that's not fun. That's really not fun to watch, like, at all.
Well, that scene did remind me a lot of The Shining.
Of The Shining? It had to have known that it was doing The Shining. It had to. I mean, that just went without saying. I mean, but it's just... I mean, I felt that worked against the movie. For a movie that was having so much fun with the fact that it was so violent, to, like, kind of throw that, oh yeah, but these are actual people trying to hurt each other. Well, it kind of takes away from the fun.
Well,
I mean, this works best as escapist fun. Because it's a spy movie.
Yeah.
It's a classic spy movie.
But I mean, if I had to nitpick, that would be one area that, you know, seemed a little bit off to me.
It seemed a little bit off to me, too. I liked, well, the movie... we've kind of gone off on tangents here, sorry. The movie is about this spy agency. They're trying to foil Samuel L. Jackson's character, who's trying to take over the... Well, no, not even trying to take over the world. He's trying to save the world, actually. And it's very much in line with... because this is based on a Mark Millar comic, and this reminded me of Wanted. In that it's very much like... especially from, like, recruiting this guy who doesn't really seem like the type of person to fit into this elite secret agency, which is I don't know the name of the actor, unfortunately. He's the guy that Colin Firth hires, but it has to do with, like, Colin Firth knew his dad, like Wanted. He teams up with and he's put through this training process, which requires him to face life or death circumstances a lot, like Wanted. He has to go up against a bad guy who may or may not be trying to save the world, like Wanted. It's just, it really was a lot like Wanted, wasn't it?
Well, I never saw Wanted.
You never saw Wanted?
No, I can't comment on
Oh,
that.
you'd love. It's got James McAvoy. It's got James. We're gonna watch Wanted.
But I mean, back when I was working in the movie theaters, I did see bits and pieces of it.
You saw like trailers or just bits and pieces?
Bits and pieces of the movie overall.
Okay. Okay, and it has that same kind of stylistic interpretation of the violence too. It's very much shot like a graphic novel. Like, it slows down and speeds up very much like Zach Johnson, but at the same time also has a shaky cam element to it. It's very frantic, but always very well framed. It's very the way that the movie is framed and the way that scenes flow from one to the other. It's very graphic novel-y.
Yes, but I mean, you feel that the transitions are oftentimes smooth instead of convoluted. And
Now, I would actually disagree with you on that. I would actually disagree with you on that, especially like during the training scenes when it was like, oh, we're going to show what's going on with the trainees. Now we're going to show what's going on with the bad guy. Now we're going to show what's going on with Colin Firth. Now we're going to show what's going on with the bad guy again. Now we're going to show what's going on with Colin Firth. Now we're going to show what's going on with trainees. And it didn't really feel like it had any flow. It was just cutting from... And, like, the scenes were literally, like, scrolling down past one another. And I thought it was just the weirdest choice for, like, a montage frame. Because it was very much a montage. It was very much, like, meant to show the passage of time.
well, yes. But I mean, maybe it's just my experience from reading graphic novels in general, but I felt that those transitions were at least a bit smoother than some of the others we have seen.
I agree with that. It didn't last for long. When it wasn't doing that, like, it did flow very well. Writing was passable, I felt. Oh, I wanted to talk about Samuel L. Jackson's sidekick.
Yeah.
That was the coolest fucking villain sidekick I have seen in years.
She was, how shall we say, kick-ass?
Emphasis on kick. Holy crap. Well, I don't know who that was, but damn, that was really impressive work. This has a really, really good villain henchman, like Bond level good. Like you could see this henchman in like a Bond movie, and it would perfectly fit. Like, you get the impression that's like Samuel L. Jackson is like, he's like a parody of like old Bond villains. But the henchman, you could put the henchman in a Daniel Craig movie and it would be friggin' awesome.
Yes, but more importantly, Samuel L. Jackson was very much having fun with this role. You can see it in his eyes.
Oh, no, absolutely Samuel L. Jackson was having a lot of fun with this. And, like, he gave a fantastic performance. Like, it's very different than, like, most Samuel L. Jackson performances. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Samuel L. Jackson smile so much in one single movie.
No.
Like, holy crap, like, he was like the whole friggin' movie is just, oh wow, he was just having the time of his life. You know, but also speaking of the henchman is actually a hench woman. This movie, it's Mark Millar. There's going to be some misogyny, but wow. I was really impressed when he walked into the training room and there was not a token girl. There were 2 girls. There were 2 girls and 7 guys. So, but not 1 girl and 8 guys. So I don't know. Would you consider that a net gain?
Yeah, I would.
And no spoilers, but one of the girls becomes very heavily involved, is incredibly competent and kick-ass all on her own. Which, I mean, This is the same guy who gave us Hit Girl. Who is, yeah, so, I mean, that pretty much says it all. I don't know, was there Was there anything else you really want to say about it?
Well, I felt like from a story perspective and the character's perspective, this also felt very much like sort of a hero's journey where the main character develops, but at the same time, the others following him also do.
Oh, no, absolutely, but... Dude, do you know how many hero's journey movies there are?
I know, there are plenty out there.
I think there's like 20 at least per year.
But I mean, that's the same. The main characters weren't boring at all, and the support characters actually had more of an important role.
Oh yeah, they really like put everyone in. They really like did a really good job, like giving everyone something to do. Like was that Mark Strong as Merlin?
I'm not sure.
I think it was. He was fantastic. He was fantastic. I loved him. He was fantastic. He's like Q, kind of, sort of, I guess. He's kind of M by the end of it.
Well, yes, but I mean, he gives off that professional badass vibe at the same time.
Oh, he's always given that off, though. Dude, I mean, Sherlock Holmes, Kick-Ass. We saw him in The Imitation Game, and he was giving off that vibe. Like, telling Benedict Cumberbatch, it's like, oh yeah, we know everything about you. Everything. You just better hope you stay on our good side. He always gives that air, like it's like he's totally in control, and he did a really good job with that. It was a different kind of role for him, though, in the sense that he evolves into that, which I thought was very clever. Or not so much clever, just welcome. Because I like seeing Mark Strong as a badass, but I also like that he evolves into a badass in this movie. Like, he starts off as the training instructor, and then as the movie goes on, you see more of his skills, and he shows more of his badass side. He doesn't just start as a badass, which is how it normally goes with his roles.
Yes, I mean, the one thing that differs in this from other stories, like Star Wars, is that, well, to put it in a perspective...
Are you really comparing this to Star Wars?
Yes, I mean...
Because Mark Hamill?
Yeah, I mean, this kid, he definitely had potential, but, well, not to give anything away, but at some point, he was turned away. He had the skills, but...
Yeah. Hero's journey.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was hot-headed, brass at the beginning, and towards the end, he wound up becoming more of a calm-headed professional agent.
Yeah. Hero's journey.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've said about everything there is that we really want to say about it. I mean, without, like, giving away major plot points, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, yes, there are quite a lot of things that you need to see this movie just to get a lot of the
we're doing our best not to spoil it, because this is like, okay, verdict. You see this movie. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I don't think you're doing any harm necessarily by waiting for the DVD, but if you don't want to see 50 Shades of Grey and want to give it some competition, this is a really enjoyable movie. You'll like, if you like spy movies, if you like kind of like just fun action movies that aren't afraid to be fairly violent. Like, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. This is a good one.
Yes. But I mean, you're also going to see 50 Shades of Grey, aren't you?
Next episode. But for now, let's talk. You want to talk trailers?
Well, yeah, trailer-wise, there were quite a bit of misses.
Which one do you think looked the worst?
Oh, God. The Mall Cop one.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Yeah. I love how they try to make it look like an action movie.
It's not. It's not an action movie.
Well, in fairness to the first one, it was Die Hard in the Mall. Did you see the first one?
I have not, actually.
Count yourself lucky. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid. And it has a lot of the same jokes that like you see on the trailer for this one. It's a lot of Kevin James falling down because he's fat. And that's funny for some reason.
Yeah, the Will Smith...
I don't know.
I mean, besides that, the Will Smith trailer also looked...
Oh no, I wasn't done with Paul Blart.
Oh, wait.
No. I want to talk about that end shot. That end shot where he's flirting with the female cop.
Oh dear God.
He tries to like flirt with this female cop, and she's like a constable on patrol. She's on a horse, and she's like, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket for jaywalking, and he's like, oh come on. It's like it's like he reveals he's a police officer, and then suddenly she's attracted to him even though she's writing him a ticket. He's like, no, that's not a ticket, that's my phone number. She's like, how about we have some drinks sometime? He's like, well, I don't drink, but I ride. He slaps the horse on the butt, and the whole scene turns CGI, and the horse kicks him, and it doesn't even look human. He just flies against a car, and like the initial like shock of it made me laugh, and then I felt bad about laughing at it because I realized that it was completely fake. If there was some physical, like if there was like some actual like practical effects there, that would actually be kind of funny, but I just felt cheated.
Look, if anything, it was a terrible scene.
My worst trailer was Insurgent. Because okay, I have the books. I have some friends that really like them and told me I really like them. I'm still stuck on book 1. So, like, I saw the second one, and I have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on in this trailer. She's, like, attacking Kate Winslet, and then suddenly, like, the world becomes pixelated, and then it just flashes words like, she is the one. And I'm just like, so Divergent is the Matrix? Like if I don't even know if I'm going to read. I own these books. I want to read these books, but just is it the Matrix? Because I don't think we really need another Matrix.
No, we actually don't. Considering that the Wachowskis actually have released a new movie this week.
Oh, Jupiter Ascending. Can't comment on that yet. Oh well. What would you say is your best trailer?
Well, I would say that I really liked the internet horror.
Unfriended?
Yeah.
I liked it too. Like, it took, like, I saw that online, and it took me some time, like, to warm up to it, like, because, like, we have been burned hard by found footage horror in the past.
Yeah.
Really, really hard. But this actually looks like a really, like, fun concept. Like, I really want to see how this plays out. I don't necessarily know if we'll go see it in the theater because, I mean, it's a Skype screen, and it just, I don't know if I necessarily want to watch Skype on a movie theater screen. That almost feels like something, like when, like, I don't know, have you ever seen Cloverfield on YouTube?
Well,
that is a really trippy experience, and I almost feel that you get the same experience watching, like, Unfriended on your computer. Like, I feel that would be like the absolute perfect frame, or perfect device to watch this movie on.
Keep in mind that Cloverfield actually was taped from the perspective of a video camera.
And that's why it was so trippy when it was like footage would show up on YouTube and it would just look like, oh wow, it's like, this is really meta in some kind of way. I feel that would be the same thing. Like, if you watch a movie that takes place on Skype on your computer, that seems like the best device to watch it on.
What would you say is the best device to watch Cloverfield on, though?
Well, I saw Cloverfield in theaters. So, but I would say your computer as well. Just all the found footage movies just seem better on a computer just because of that meta sense that it's like you're watching somebody's actual footage. The good ones, at least. Like Cloverfield, Chronicle, arguably Blair Witch Project.
What about Nightwalker? Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler isn't really a found footage movie, though. That was very well framed. Any closing thoughts?
Well, in general, I loved Kingsman.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Kingsman is good. Kingsman is really good. We are doing thumbs up. We are probably going to get sued by Siskel and Ebert's estate. Actually,
I mean, they would probably be proud if we were doing it.
No. Roger Ebert hated Kick-Ass, so I can't imagine he would have liked this movie. It's very much the same kind of perverse glee of violence. But damn, is it gleeful. Okay, so yeah, Kingsman is good, and I will be seeing 50 Shades of Grey sometimes this weekend. He will not be there for reasons.
No, count me out entirely.
As I said, reasons. Until next time, though, thank you for joining us, and happy movie viewing.
Thank you.